This is a matchup we have been waiting for. Two elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. Welcome to Memorial Stadium in Columbia, home field of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 21st ranked team, the Missouri Tigers. 3A Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Aggies will kick this away to start us off. Return starts from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. The Missouri Tigers offense will be the first up today. And each offense features a star tight end. Kirk, what an elite matchup of guys who can really hurt defenses in a variety of ways.
When was the last time we did a game where we were excited to watch 2 tight ends from opposing teams go against each other? But that's what we have today. They're elite at their position. Both want to have bragging rights that they're the best in the country. Let's see who can be showcased better today. They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Well, this defense has got to be aware that this quarterback and this offensive coordinator, they're not afraid to take shots. Here we see it early in this game, throwing the ball downfield. The defense has got to be aware. Keep those safeties back. Keep your eyes up. Try to keep a lid on this offense and look for some turnover opportunities.
Early adversity here. They face a third down in the opening possession. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Oh, and it's dropped. A chance for a big play here in the early going, but some jitters on the part of that receiver.
What a hit there on third down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big fourth down play.
Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. Great move there. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. So Texas A&M's offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. Kirk, not often these days you see a matchup as good as this between 2 elite running backs, 2 guys who are the focal point of the offense.
And talking to them this week, you know they are both hyped up to go against each other, both looking for bragging rights. Can't wait to see who ends up playing better.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Anytime you have a chance to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. What a catch! They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 28.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one match. A quarterback makes them pay for it.
So the big chunk play has the offense already in field goal range with a fresh set of downs. And looking to throw now on first down. Grab down the middle. It's Concepcion. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. That completion sets up a second down play. Quarterback keeps the football. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Boy, the options dried up quickly for the quarterback here. Very, very fortunate he was somehow able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So now it's third and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the third down call is. Out of the gun now on third down. Lets it go quickly. Makes the grab, a chance to score. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. And the single back takes the handoff. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And now here comes the point after attempt. And it's 7-0 after the BAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? Tried to bounce it, but couldn't get the corner to stop him for a loss. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive.
From the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quick throw over the middle. He's got it in the open. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead. Play action here on first down.
And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
Looking to throw it again. Grab behind the line. It's Hardy. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
And they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Important third down play coming up after that completion. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And the punt team now on to kick it away. Kicked it too far. It lands in the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Oh, fortunate to make the recovery himself.
Well, the offense catches a break.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. Using his legs, it's Moss. They've got him down out near the 40.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw. It's Reed. Fires it to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Concepcion. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24.
Boy, great throw here by the quarterback and a big gain here for Texas A&M's offense. A great route by the wide receiver and the ability to go up and make a play. Boy, they've had some great ones over the years.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. There's the handoff. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down play coming up. QB keeper all the way. He'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Moss. And they finally talon big gain in the pitch and catch.
Well, you talk about a huge conversion. That's 3rd and long. It doesn't matter for these guys. They just keep going about their business. Great connection between this quarterback and receiver on that one. And now they're in business.
And the Aggies will line up now. It's 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
And the defense bringing out some big bodies to stop the run. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Ball spotted at the 5 for this 3rd and goal play. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Caught near the goal line. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the first down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. Makes it look easy, and they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Come away away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. First down, looking to throw the ball. Taking a deep shot here to the right. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Oh, my gosh. They go for the big play and a drop. Boy, that hurts, and it hurts their momentum and a chance at a big play.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10, what can they do here to make it 3rd and manageable? And throwing again on 2nd and 10. This time, a completion. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
They told us all week that they thought they had an opportunity to get this tight end the football, and here they are early in the game showing that they mean business.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? From the gun, he looks for an open man. Lets it fly to the wideout. Hot over the middle. It's Coleman. He's brought down, but an explosive play through the air.
A lot of times college quarterbacks, they're more comfortable working to the outside. Here's an example of a quarterback with a full field read, and he hits a big play in the middle.
Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
What a big play here by the quarterback and the receiver. By having an opportunity to make that big play, now they have a chance to put the ball in the end zone.
The offense knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. Wants to throw it. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the quarter. Let's check out the quarterback comparison here through the 1st quarter. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. Looking to throw yet again. He bought some time, now lets it go. Oh, and it's nearly intercepted, but dropped by an excellent defensive player. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, there's 2 straight incompletions now, and it's going to bring up a big 3rd and goal. Remember, don't be afraid to expand that playbook. You don't have to always look to throw the ball, especially after a couple incompletions. Don't be afraid to run the football. Your back can get to the end zone.
3rd and goal, looking to throw the ball. Catch made, looking for the goal line.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the 1st down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. He'll set up at the right hash mark, so a tricky angle here. Knocks that one right down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Owens. He stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. So in this possession, a couple things in play. Can they add to the lead and maybe, as importantly, milk the clock? From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Looks like Texas A&M will have the first down.
Hey, it's not a lot, but you know what? It's enough for the first down. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
First and 10 play coming up. Quarterback still with the football. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Man, every single time this guy runs the option, you're kind of like holding your breath, wondering if he's going to break a tackle or get out into the open field and use his speed. He picks up some yards here, but let's see if this defense can keep putting pressure on him and not letting him get out into the open.
It's a run. Running back's got it. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Nice first down here by Texas A&M. The offensive line gets a hat on a hat, gets a good push, and once again, you see the history and tradition of Texas A&M with a great back.
The Aggies are looking to keep this drive going. And then first down, right back to the running game. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Here's the second down play. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
I talk a lot about defensive ends arguably being some of the best athletes on the field. Here's an example of a guy that's just too quick off the edge for the offensive line to be able to contain. He got in there in a heartbeat and came up with that sack.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Looking for a man deep on the right side. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands.
Man, I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on third down. Now a big decision coming up here on fourth.
And the Aggies will line up to punt it away. He was hoping that would check up, but a big bounce sends it into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Missouri offense back out onto the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Second down after that run on the previous play. And he drops back in the gun. Looking deep to the right side. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Missouri.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
Now the important point after attempt. And it's good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Owens. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now? The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Ball handed off. Gets some space around the 30. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. It's a quarterback keeper. Has the first down and more. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45, a solid gain.
Boy, great execution here by the quarterback to pick up the first down and valuable yards. And I'll tell you, one thing about these Texas A&M quarterbacks is they have the ability to throw, but also over the years, also have the ability to run and hurt you.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They're going to run it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Offense now behind the 6 on 2nd down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Back to pass. It's Reed. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now, they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or are they going to sell out and bring the pressure?
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Pressure is coming. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
The Aggies will bring their punt team on the field now. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. Oh, it landed at the 7 and bounced into the end zone for a touchback. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Coleman. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been, and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
So a very makeable 3rd down for the offense with a 29. They try to sneak it for the 1st.
Now, how about that? Good job by the offensive line. The quarterback, they pick up this first down here on 3rd down and 1 with the QB sneak. There are a lot of bodies crowding around that line, who's able to find just enough space to pick up the first down in a new set of downs.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. It's an out route. The catch made.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Pass caught. 2nd down now. Gonna run it. It's Hardy. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision?
Usually with a quarterback sneak, the worst thing that could happen is you get stopped for no gain. This guy's trying to make something happen that's not there, and he loses yardage on 3rd and inches. Now we got 4th down.
The punt team making their way on the field. He's on to boot it away now. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. To throw, it's Reed. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
The thing about this tight end is he is not only a great blocker, but shows here early in this game he can make great catches as well.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Catch made on the out route. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
The key on a 3rd down between a quarterback and a wide receiver is the timing. That quarterback knows that he's got to get the ball out quickly and on time to give his receiver a chance to not just make the catch and stay in bounds, but to be able to give him a chance to maybe get upfield and make a play.
Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Caught over the middle. It's Concepcion. The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure. It's allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
A screen to the wide receiver. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
That's caught. It's Moss. And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there, wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Caught near the sticks. It's Moss. They get the 3rd down conversion. 1st down now from the 37. A minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Columbia. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. 2 teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Trying to get something going early here in the second half and jump on top. Oh, look at the quick cut. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this backs mixture. of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? On the ground, it's Moss. Looks like Texas A&M will have the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Well, the offense goes with a counter play here, and the defense does a pretty good job of slowing it down. Again, you got to be disciplined on defense. Just when you think they're running on the front side, they run that counter play, and you better be home on the back side.
Second down after that run on the previous play. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now third down coming up.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 2. Back to throw. It's Reed. Caught quickly. Looks like Texas A&M will have the first down.
Well, it's third and short like this, and the offense comes out in a shotgun, still leaving that option for a run. I thought it froze the defense enough for the quarterback to make a quick read, and the result is a first down and a big gain.
This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. On first down, it's play action. Caught behind the line. It's Armstrong. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Second down after that previous play. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a designed run. Breaks free. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Breaks loose at the 40.
Boy, great keeper here by the quarterback for some nice yards and a first down. And I tell you, they've had a great tradition over the years of having quarterbacks that have the ability to put the ball down and pick up valuable yardage.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. And there's the handoff. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Getting set. Here's second down. They try to run it with the option. It's a fumble behind the line. They recover their own fumble, but it is a big loss.
He catches a break here. Ball is on the ground. It ends up bouncing right back to him to avoid a disaster for the offense.
So a tough 3rd and long on the 10th play of the drive. Back to pass. It's Reed. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. He was on the mark with his last kick, but this one is from 48 yards out. He made it. 3 points on the board.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. Handoff running right. He's got the first down and still motoring. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 49. First down. With the catch, it's Coleman. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Important second down play coming up. To bootleg here. Quick throw to the left side. Catch made in space. Look out. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 30 and a first down. That last catch, Kirk, puts him over 150 receiving yards in the game. Let's start checking the record books. This guy's making a push.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter what the defensive coordinator calls, whether they play man, whether they play zone. The quarterback's been able to find this guy all day long for such a huge day.
Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Swarm for the pass rush, a sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Just trying to get rid of it. He'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack.
Hey, really good decision here by this quarterback just to get rid of that football, but I'm sure they're hoping for a few extra yards here to make this field goal attempt a little bit easier.
So on 4th down, the decision is to trot out the field goal team. He was perfect on his first attempt, but this is tougher from 49 yards away. And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Returner decides to field it. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They settled for a field goal last time out. They're looking for the end zone here, no doubt. To throw, it's Reed. Locates the tight end. It's complete. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
That's a good job here staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on 1st down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a 2nd and manageable here for this offense.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. Takes the handoff. It's Moss. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Off the RPO, caught to the right.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Close to the tight end. He's got it with room to run. Oh, the football comes out. The defense scoops it up.
That's a great play by the defender who forced the fumble, but let's also recognize the heads-up play from the guy who recovered it. They were in the right place at just the right time.
So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. Last possession produced a field goal. No doubt they're thinking touchdown this time. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off. Looks like Missouri will have the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Handoff to the back. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. And the quarterback dropping back. Nice grab. It's Manning. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. This Missouri offense is moving quickly down the field. Gonna run it. It's Hardy. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back, bringing pressure. Oh, they trap him for a sack. And as we wrap up the 3rd quarter, let's check out the quarterback comparison. This has been a terrific duel. Both guys putting on a show so far today. And let's see how this one unfolds in the final quarter, set to get underway. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking for the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, but the defender a little too aggressive here. That should result in a 1st down. "15-yard defensive pass interference." That player will get an earful on the sidelines. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Grab down the middle. It's Coleman. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Missouri now operating in the red zone. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down.
Well, they knew all week that they would have an opportunity to face a lot of man coverage and a lot of blitzing today. And one way that they felt they could counter that, getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, and especially on the quick slants for big gains.
Ball handed off. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Mizzou. They jump on top now here in the 4th.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, it makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Here's the point after attempt. PAT is up and good. We lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And they've got the returner corralled. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. Can they bounce back from that right away? Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
What a play by the defense here late in the game, working with the lead. Good job of mirroring the ball carrier. Just walled him off. Nowhere for him to go before he could get out of bounds.
Quickly behind the 6 here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Dropping back. It's Reed. They pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands. But the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Moves out of the pocket. Finding space at the 20. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it.
Well, this is one of the dangers of playing man-to-man coverage against a quarterback like this. Yeah, they cover everybody down, but without a spy on this quarterback, good job of him recognizing this running lane, just taking off, and with everybody with their backs to the quarterback, he picks up big yards.
Here's a quick throw off the play fake. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the fourth quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
The offense now looking at a third and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Looks like Texas A&M will have the first down.
Defense is spread all over the field. Do a pretty good job here keeping him out of the end zone, but he gets enough for the first down.
And the Aggies pick up enough yards to move the sticks. QB decides to keep it here. Picks up the first, looking for more. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
I mean, this guy's having a dream day. Already over 200 yards through the air, now showing you what he can do with his feet. This guy's a complete package under center.
They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. And the quarterback keeps it here. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
Yeah, the quarterback, to me, looked like his timing and rhythm just off a bit there on this option. Picked up some positive yards, but not able to get out in the open space and get a first down.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. To the air, it's Reed. Quick throw to his receiver. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
He's got it, looking for the end zone. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Missouri offense back out onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. Quick completion to the tight end. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1. On the ground, it's Hardy. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. A play action, looking to throw. cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Kick is away high, headed toward the sideline. The punt heads out of bounds, taking the dangerous returner out of play here. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Oh, and it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. This time it's complete. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Heading left after the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, nice job by this defense being able to diagnose the counter play. You know, when you run that counter, you're hoping the illusion of the offense going one way and then coming back the other, that the defense buys into it. But they didn't buy it at all here, and they come up with a nice loss.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. And the wideout goes in motion. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
I like the call here. 3rd down and long. You know they're going to apply pressure. The screen game almost works, but you've got to complete the pass for your guy to have a chance to turn upfield. It's a missed opportunity there on 3rd down and long.
The Aggies will line up to kick it away. Steps into this one, and it's a boomer. Wow. That takes a big bounce and rolls all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. They'll run it here. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
So the clock has stopped, and we've reached the last 2 minutes here. 1st down and 10 now. He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
2nd down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Grab down the middle. It's Coleman. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a 2nd or 3rd option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
Short connection to the tight end here. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the 1st down. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. And here comes the punter onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. Bounce right at the 3-yard line and into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Well, I love this play call by the offensive coordinator. We got a tie game. You're around midfield. You come up with a big play. At the very least, you're thinking field goal, possibly touchdown.
Here's the second down play. Dropping back, it's Reed. Looking for a man deep down the left side. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
That's a strong stiff arm. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. Timeout taken by the offense now. 23 seconds on the clock. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, drops back. Lets it go quickly. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. And a timeout taken by the offense with 19 seconds remaining. Putting together a nice drive now. It'll be first down close to midfield. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Defense is coming after him. He's going to pull it down and run. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble. So tied up after regulation, we go to overtime. Remember, in college football, it's dueling possessions. In the second overtime, if we get there, you have to go for 2 points if you score a touchdown. And the third overtime, Kirk, just becomes a series of 2-point tries.
And I know that's your favorite, to see if we can get to that third series of these overtimes. I love extra football, so I'm looking forward to this. Let's see who's going to win it.
First down here for this offense. To throw, it's Reed. It's a quick route. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
You know, as wide receivers, we get enamored with their size and their speed and their versatility and their ability to make plays after the catch, but none of those things are more important than taking care of the ball. He makes the catch, but he doesn't secure the football, and it's a fumble.
So this defense now needs to come up with something special to make a play to stay in this game in OT. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball. So second down after the incompletion. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Interesting call here. Third and medium in overtime. Will they just play it safe and set the kicker up for a field goal try to win it? Handoff to the single back. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
Oh, come on, ref. Give it to him. What a huge run. He takes it all the way down to the 1-yard line. And you could tell once he got through that second level of the defense, he was thinking, I'm taking this to the house. And he almost did, but brought down just short at the 1-yard line.
And he stopped at the line of scrimmage. The defense swarming him that time.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Coming up, second down and goal. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he's in there. Touchdown to win this game in overtime. Wow.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
Well, Kirk, based on the rankings, this technically is an upset. We just watched two really good teams slug it out, and the team that came in lower ranked picks up the W.
Well, I can't believe you said slug it out. That's a first from you, but I agree. Two ranked teams going head-to-head. Really a fun game to watch. And now let's see how they respond after the results of this game. That could be very interesting to their season.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.